Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, for those of you who grew up watching American Western movies as I did, then you will be familiar with the term dead or alive. So when the sheriff of a town goes to the local saloon and nails a poster with the face of a person saying this guy is wanted dead or alive, then you know for certain that that person on that poster is in all manner of trouble. Guys, I bring you this. We will retrieve 96 billion naira stolen under Ajimobi, and it is Governor Makinde making this promise. So Ajimobi, of course, no longer with us, passed on earlier on this year, a few months ago, actually, about 2 months ago, I should think. So that's what's happened. But then, of course, Governor Makinde sympathized with the family. He visited and did all the necessary, but still all the looting that took place under Ajimobi is not then to be swept away because the guy has passed on. So again, the headline: we will retrieve 96 billion naira stolen under Ajimobi, a promise made by Governor Makinde. So now let's now see how he intends to keep this promise. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has promised to retrieve the 96 billion naira allegedly stolen during his predecessor, late Abiola Ajimobi's administration. The governor, who made the promise at an event to kick off the construction of the 21-kilometer Ajia Airport New Ife Express Road in Ajia Town, said the retrieved funds will be used to develop the state's infrastructure. He also addressed the criticism his administration has faced since announcing that they will be issuing a 100 million naira bond. Makinde was quoted as saying in a statement released by his chief press secretary, Taiwo Adisa, "Our administration means business. We will drastically reduce the infrastructural deficit in Oyo State in the shortest possible time. And this is how economies work. Investors will only go where they can be assured of profits. In order to achieve this, we must strategize on how to increase our spending on infrastructure, because what we collect from Abuja every month from the federal allocation is not even enough to pay the salaries. So the new strategy on how to increase our spending on infrastructure is what we are doing here in Oyo State." I heard somebody criticizing us on radio concerning the 100 billion naira bond. So it's actually 100 billion naira, not 100 million naira. I heard somebody criticizing us on radio concerning the 100 billion naira bond, and was of the opinion that this administration wants to put the state in debt. I think our people need to start telling them that Governor Makinde is not like that. For the period of 8 years they spent in office, they were only preoccupied on how to corner $1 billion a month into their private pockets every day they went to the office. They spent 96 months in office. That means they have Oyo State's 96 billion with them. We will retrieve every fund that belongs to Oyo people for the purpose of infrastructure development. So tell them that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Oyo State is coming for them. I want to assure you that we will retrieve the stolen money of the state from them and use the money to build infrastructures like this. So this is I think this is actually in response to a position that was taken by the opposition party mocking at Seyi Makinde. But then of course, if you look at some of the, because I've done several videos on this Ajimobi chap, and if you look at some of the lives that is living, all these multi-million properties in the United States that was uncovered, all these vast estates in choice places within Oyo State that has been uncovered. So all this wealth and riches that have been uncovered, that this guy acquired within the 8 years that he was in office, are of course proceeds of corruption. There can be no other explanation other than that. When somebody is acquiring suddenly vast, huge fortunes, when they come into power within the Nigerian state, you don't have to think too hard, or you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to be the detective that uncovers how he came about the money. It's all looted funds. We are seeing it with Malami, the Attorney General. We've seen it with Mago. We see it with all of them. So some of this money is now Seyi Makinde is promising to recover. But then I always wonder how recoverable some of these monies are, because a lot of these monies would have been moved out of the country, would have been given to third parties, would have been hidden under so many companies to buy assets. So a lot of these monies would have disappeared. So really, if they are able to even get 30-40% of it back, then they are doing very well, because a lot of these monies, as I said, would have been disappeared. Like I said, for instance, Ajimobi was buying all these properties all over America. We did a video on one on this channel a few weeks ago. So all of that money is almost impossible to recover it, but recover he must attempt, and he's making that promise to the Oyo State people. Conversations in the comment section. 96 billion naira is what Seyi Makinde is promising to recover from Ajimobi. What says you? Is this just political posturing, or do you think this guy has the sagacity and the bravity and the work that needs to be put in to recover these monies? Come share thoughts, but before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all three, come then join me in the comment section